My dear students, I am your social teacher, MVM School, Yelahanka, Newt. Children, today's lesson, economics first lesson, natural resources. In this lesson, teaching points, introduction of natural resources, meaning and types of resources. So, two types of resources, renewable resources and non-renewable resources. Scarcity of resources, and last point is resources, scarcity resources related checklist only, so other content are dropped. Introduction of natural resources. Children, every society at every level must make choice about how to use its resources. Natural resources are materials of value that we derive from the earth. Natural resources are important, they can provide fuel, shelter, and food for us. These are the gift of nature, without which the survival of life is impossible. We know that. The sunlight, water, air, forest, soil, biodiversity, mineral ore, etc. The natural resources which are vital role for our human life and survival of human life. However, with increase in global population at the same time, so our country also second place after China, it is becoming very difficult to provide even the basic communities to a large segment of population. In this chapter, the study related to the resources scarcity, environmental conservation, and reducing our ecological footprint. So, these are the types of natural resources. So, meaning and types of resource. Natural resources are naturally occurring substances that are considered valuable in their natural form. Thus, the soil which grows food, water that supports many of our activities, not only one or two activities, many activities. The trees that is also can give us services, air we breathe, minerals. So, raw material convert into many products. Every life we are using minerals, convert into raw into ready materials. Natural resources, without this our life would not have been so comfortable. So natural resources are divided in two types of resources, renewable resources and non-renewable resources. So first one is renewable resources. Some natural resources get replenished as we use them. These resources are called renewable resources. Nature through its natural process goes on replenishing them. They are also called non-exhaustible resources. For example, water, land, forest, air, sunlight and heat are some example. So another one types of resources is non-renewable resources. Some natural resources get depleted as we go on using them, continuous using them. Eventually they are emptied and cannot be created again once you deleted or completed, so cannot man-made creating is not possible. These resources are known as exhaustible resources or non-renewable resources. So for example, iron ore, copper, gold, manganese, bauxite, many minerals, some like fuel also, coal, petroleum, natural gas, uranium, thorium, etc. So these resources which get depleted and cannot be renewed, nature cannot replenish them through its process, and so they are also called as non-renewable resources. So resources can also be classified as biotic and abiotic resources. So biotic resources are those that are derived from living organism, and abiotic resources those that are derived from non-living components of the nature. While plants, animals are biotic resources, humans also biotic, and water, soil, minerals are abiotic resources. So these are the non-renewable resources. Scarcity of resources. What is scarcity? Scarcity means that human wants for goods, services and resources exceed what is available resources, exceed labor, tools, land and raw materials are necessary to produce the goods and services we want, but they exist in limited supply. Yes, of course, the ultimate scarce resources is time. Everyone, rich or poor, they want at any point of time there are only a finite number of resources available. So nowadays the growing of population, rapid industrialization and urbanization have created heavy demand on all these materials, especially in relations to our ever increasing wants. So human wants are unlimited, already we know that. The available resources are severely scarce. Vast population is there, that's why can creating severe scarce. While the non-renewable resources are available in fixed quantity, renewable resources are likely to be exploited beyond their regeneration rates. The main factors of increasing scarcity are: first point, overpopulation. Already we know that our country also second place in the world. First place is China, second place India. The increasing population requires additional land for growing additional food and providing shelter, which is met through conservation of forest land into agriculture land. So nowadays forest are also can convert into agricultural land because population, and agricultural land into residential, commercial and industrial land. So recently, so Dodballapura nearest, so that is only villages, many agricultural land is there, but nowadays so this place converting to residential and industrial land. Second point is growing industrialization. With increased industrialization, extraction of mineral ore, crude oil and water increase, resulting in emptying of mines, oil wells and water resources. So continue the industrialization, growing industrialization, so someone resources are depleted. Next, third point, expanding urban areas. Urban areas are those where a huge population lives in small areas. So that is naturally the demand for resources and generation of wastes is very high, contributing to reduction in quantity and quality of resources. Not only quality and quantity of resources. Just imagine children, the plight of Bangalore which receive Kaveri water, so nearly 100 kilometers. The pure water is converted into wastewater by households and industrial units. So can come from 100 kilometers, so pure water convert into dirty water also. What's the main reason? expanding of urban areas can establish many industries, many industrial area, other polluted the areas. So next point, atmospheric population. Atmospheric population with greater burning of fossil fuels like coal, diesel, and petrol, more harmful elements like carbon dioxide, so can release hydrogen sulfide, soot, and dust get into the air, polluting it. These reduce the availability of clean air. So, this is the atmospheric pollution. This is also one of the factors of scarcity. So, last point, water pollution and land degradation. When the human being especially can establish a hospital, industrial, and other wastes are dumped in the open space. So in our school surrounding also someone open space, so waste, all the wastes are dumped. They affect the land and water, reducing the quality as well as availability. Water is also polluted by the agricultural and household activities nowadays. So water also polluted by the agriculture and household, and industrial waste also can go through the lake and ocean seas. Therefore, the increase of population and their increased economic activities have increased scarcity and affected the quality of resources also. Quality of resources also can polluted and creating decrease. However, the scarcity can be overcome by, so first point is the exploitation and discovery of new sources of resources. Discovering substitute or alternative. Suppose solar and wind power in place of coal power, ethanol in place of diesel, plastic furniture in the place of wooden furniture. So we can conserve the forest also, fuels also. Increasing the efficiency of resources use, less resources. So next point, government policies to regulate overuse of resources and pollutions. Government policies also regulate, time to time can regulate overseas of resources and pollution continuously. So last point, educating people. We are educated people about conservation of resources, forests, seas, anyone natural resources. So must our duty, conservation of resources and less polluting ways of doing everyday activities. We are doing everyday activities, so protect our environmental. So that is our main duty, children. So conservation of forest, conservation of scarcity, so that is deleted. So last point, here is a checklist of some things we can do conserve resources. So first point, purchase less stuff or use time as long as you can. Ask yourself if you really need something new. So you can purchase less stuff, things only. Second point, reduce excess packaging. For example, drink water from the tap instead of buying in plastic bottles. Next one point, recycle materials like metal cans, old cell phones and plastic bottles. So that is recycling. Next point, purchase products made from recycled materials. So that is recycled material we are use continuously. So that is save our resources. Keep air and water clean by not polluting the environment. Next point, plant new trees to replace one that we cut down. So many people can illegal activities, already we know that. So cut every day someone agricultural land, so convert in forest also convert into agriculture land, that is also forest cutted. That's why we plant new trees, drive lesser, take public transportation. Suppose so very nearest is there, automatically we are go by cycle or walk. Conserve energy at home, turning off lights when not needed. So, children, especially you only waste the energy of hydroelectricity. Once you on the bulb or fan, so continuously you are not concentrate the saving energy. First, we learn save energy. The conservation aspects has been realized by all countries which have adapted the such of sustainable development that seeks to achieve development in such manner that the resources and environmental quality are conserved for use by future generation also. Children, so this is a natural resources lesson. So I give the PDF only, give the classwork. So complete the classwork, children. Thank you.